Hello there guys, today I'm going to teach you about creating Parallax Occlusion mapping, I believe it's called, in CryEngine 3. So the tools you will need are Photoshop with a Creative plugin, the Sandbox, obviously, CryEngine 3, and I use Crazy Bump. However, you can just use any other program or even create the height map in a normal map yourself. But okay, let's go. So you also need a texture. I've prepared one for myself already. It's a grass texture which I tiled. So let's go. Okay, I'm going to open the photograph from file. Where have I have it? Okay, here. Okay. So what Crazy Bump does, it takes our image and it generates a height map, a specular map, a normal map, and an occlusion map as well. Okay, select the shape because it's inverted on the y-axis, which is what CryEngine 3 needs. Whoops. Okay, it also allows us, Crazy Bump allows us to change a variety of settings, just intensity of the map, as you can see. The displacement map as well. Depth, there we go. These sort of thing. Okay, so once you have the desired setting, we will only need normals and displacement and diffuse. These are the only three that we really need to worry about. I save all the textures. It doesn't matter what format you set them in for now anyway. So let's save them. And as you see, it generated a grass color, which is the same map as this, to be honest. This displace map, normal map, ambient occlusion map, and specular map. So let's go to Photoshop and let's put these three maps in. Okay, very important thing with terrain is that when we save it as a creative, okay, we need to do it as, let me find this, terrain diffuse. Right, don't worry about the fact that it's grayed out, but this is what you want for terrain, not high pass one. Unless you've high passed it yourself, you want the terrain diffuse. I'll make a higher resolution for now. You click generate output just to make sure that the DS file is saved, and you click OK. The second one, displace map, works differently. First of all, we want to copy this, actually cut it, fill it white, go to channels, create a new alpha channel, and paste it in. And this is what we get. This will be our displacement map. We save it as creative once again. And the ending is important. It has to be DISPL, as from this place. You save that as a displacement map. Displacement map. Okay. Generate output, remember, and press OK. Okay, and the last one, normal map. This one is also has to have a certain ending to it, which is DDN, I believe. I may be wrong. We'll see later. It's either DDN or DNN, but I think it is DDN. Okay, and we save this. This we save as a normal map. Generate. Okay, usually 512 will be enough, but just for the purpose of the tutorial, I'll make it bigger. Okay, so we have the following: grass color, TIF into DS, the grass normal map, and the displacement map. Okay, so I've just created a new material called Grass 1, and I have changed the shadow to terrain layer and surface type to grass. You can also use soil or anything else. It's responsible for the sound it makes, etc. Okay, so for the diffuse, we are going to find our color texture, which I have saved here. Okay, the DDS one. Remember, it's the DDS, not TIF. Okay, open. Then our bump map. And for the bump map, what you want is this one. It's the grass ddn.dds. Okay, so this is our texture. I have already created a material, as you can see over here. All you have to do is having this selected, you have to basically click Assign Material onto the terrain layer. There we go, grass one. That's assigned. I can go to our layer painter, and this is relatively important stuff here, right? As you can see, we have grass and default. Grass because if you look here, I have changed the name grass. Okay, so this is our grass. The reason it's green from afar is because I have changed its color. Right. Basically, you would start off with this. This would be your grass because it's white. It always starts off with white. Do not, and I repeat, do not change it in the material editor, in the diffuse color. Keep it as it is. Okay, you want to change color to grass-ish, so green, I suppose, or you can make it any other one that you like. Red grass, who knows, why not? As you can see, it is flat. Okay, or you can also change the brightness. Darker grass, I quite like. If you click apply, the setting will save. For example, if I went back to default and I had this color, I changed it to blue. Right, I painted over, and then I went back again, it would change back to white, which means that I would lose cohesion with my rest of my texture. If you click apply, however, it will stay like this. Okay, but how do we make it so that it the parallax mapping, what is responsible for the creation of this? Well, you have done it in your material editor. The bump map is basically what will you don't have to do anything with the height map that you have created, the displace map. Leave it. All it needs to do is be in the same directory with the ISPL and have the same name as the normal map. Okay, and what we do is we just change the POM displacement and self-shadow strength. Parallax occlusion mapping. And there you have it. Your map your texture is looking nicely now. it has been given depth, which is what we wanted. We can also increase the displacement, and as you can see, we get an interesting result from this. Okay, and self-shadowing as well. How much shadow you get. So this is all, really. It's important that if you want to change the UV tiling, which sometimes is quite useful, you have to change it in both. So the diffuse, let's say 0.8 to make it larger, and the bump map as well, tiling 0.8 and 0.8. Okay, and this is it. You've got your nice parallax occlusion there. A few notes to say that parallax occlusion it can be performance heavy. So if you don't need to use it, I wouldn't advise it. It's best to use it on objects that you look close at. For example, terrain, armor. If you guns as well, I guess. But if you're walking on a bunch of planks that you will never see again, then I would say don't bother with it, because it's not that useful. it will just be a hit on your performance. So yeah, this is it. I hope it was clear, and enjoy. Have fun making parallax maps. Out.